Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. Hey, thanks for joining us as we are going through Genesis right now. We're going to be actually starting chapter 44 today. We're doing that in chapter 44 in 2 episodes. And so today I wanted to read chapter 44 of Genesis, verses 1 through 15. Okay, so if you have your Bibles, like I do here, you can follow along. And this is, we're picking it up here where they have all been to eat with Joseph, and now Joseph is sending them home, okay? And you're going to see what happens when they're sent home here, okay? It's not real good for the 11 brothers. Verse 44, chapter 1. Now Joseph gave these instructions to the steward of his house. Fill the men's sacks with as much food as they can carry, and put each man's silver in the mouth of his sack. Then put my cup, the silver one, in the mouth of the youngest one's sack, along with the silver for his grain. And he did just as Joseph said. Okay, so they've already left before and had silver in their sacks, and now that's happening again. But this time it's a little different because his cup is going to be put into Benjamin's sack, okay? And the cup was not just like, oh, it's my cup, but it's a special cup for Joseph, okay? It might have jewels on it or whatever, but he's going to claim he was using it for divination. Verse 3, as morning dawned, the men were sent on their way with their donkeys. They had not gone far from the city when Joseph said to his steward, go after those men at once, and when you catch up with them, say to them, why have you repaid good with evil? Isn't this cup my master drinks from, and also uses for divination? This is a wicked thing you have done. When he caught up with them, he repeated these words to them. But they said to him, why does my Lord say such things? Far be it from your servants to do anything like that. I mean, they were happy just to get out of there. They had no intention of stealing anything, that's for sure. Verse 8, we even brought back to you from the land of Canaan the silver we found inside the mouths of our sacks. So why would we steal silver or gold from your master's house? If any of your servants is found to have it, he will die, and the rest of us will become my Lord's slaves. They were so confident that they didn't steal anything that they made this kind of stupid statement saying, if they find it in anyone's sack, that man's going to die. Okay, he deserves to die, and we'll all become slaves. Okay, they were that confident that they hadn't stolen anything. Okay, they sure didn't think they were being set up, but well, that's what it's going to appear like here. Verse 10, very well then, he said, let it be as you say. Whoever is found to have it will become my slave. The rest of you will be free from blame. So the servant is saying, the brother said, whoever has that item will die, and the rest of us will become slaves. And the servant goes, no, it's not even that necessary. He said, just whoever has the item, they're going to become a slave. The rest of you can go. Okay. So he's making it easy for him. Okay. Verse 11, each of them quickly lowered his sack. They quickly lowered it because they were trying to prove they had nothing there, and opened the sack. Then the steward proceeded to search, beginning with the oldest and ending with the youngest. Here we go again, the oldest to the youngest. Okay, so Joseph had informed the steward the age of birth. Okay, and again it was the 40-to-1 thing here, so they should be catching on. Something's going on here. And the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. At this they tore their clothes. Then they all loaded their donkeys and returned to the cities. Joseph was still in the house when Judah and his brothers came in, and they threw themselves to the ground before him. Joseph said to them, what is this you have done? Don't you know that a man like me can find things out by divination? All right, I'm going to stop there for today. When it says Joseph he's playing his part here. He's playing the part of the Egyptian ruler. he wasn't doing this by divination, but he was playing the part, throwing that in there, that I can know all this stuff through basically witchcraft. And so that's kind of would throw them off, really. But ultimately, you're seeing here when Joseph, when all this stuff happens, and when they see, they're so sure that they didn't steal it, and they make that statement, hey, whoever stole it, they should die, and we'll all become slaves. They're so confident that they didn't steal anything. And when and the servant goes, hey, no, you don't have to do that. Just we'll make a slave, whoever has that item, the cup. Okay, and then they go in order from oldest to youngest, and naturally the youngest is Benjamin. When they get to Benjamin and they see that cup, then I think everyone's heart would have just, of those 11, would have immediately sank. Like, oh no, we're dead. What can we do? Okay. And they know all the heartache they got from Jacob about taking Benjamin, and them saying, oh, nothing will happen to Benjamin. And then now this happens. They would be like, oh no, we're done for. We might as well just die right here, okay? Because Jacob is going to be so mad about the whole thing, and because this whole thing is crashing down all around us. Like, what other bad thing can happen to this thing? And so you can see they're at their height earlier on when they have that, when they sell Joseph into slavery, okay? And then gradually things start to fall apart. And this is kind of at the low point for them. They're like, nothing else could possibly go wrong. And it has. All right. So let's continue on tomorrow as we walk in the Word. And you're going to see what ultimately happens here. It's not the end of the road. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Genesis. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.